Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! My name is MrJepthah, and Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday of all time, which is ironic because Mr. Thanksgiving is the person I hate the most.
Hey! I brought the mashed potatoes.
No, seriously, for some strange reason, the United States Thanksgiving holiday is my favorite holiday of all of them. It may be the fall season, it may be the food, it may be the fellowship, it may be the football.
But whatever the reason, I love this day.
And in the midst of all the wonderful Thanksgiving movies that I watch every year, there is one film that trumps them all as my favorite Thanksgiving movie of all time. Spider-Man. Don't fight me. Yes, I legitimately watch this movie every Thanksgiving. Listen, there's a parade, there's a Thanksgiving meal, there's a building on fire, there are skeletons. It's what Thanksgiving's all about. And I got the PC version of the video game a long time ago, and I really liked it.
But I can't talk about that game because my brother Pladley already covered it on his channel, and he doesn't like it when I copy him.
Don't copy me or I'll copy strike you.
He's just kidding, he can't really do that. I think. So just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and direct you to his video, and I guess I'm just gonna leave. Happy Thanksgiving. Alright, now that I've gotten that taken care of, it's time to do something that can help me make a living. Alright, Floor, go ahead and just pose there. Just pretend like you're on the floor. There you go. There you go. I'm not really feeling it. Can you act a little more floor-like? That's good. That's it. Just like that. Like that. Oh yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Ow! Well, I can't talk about the regular version of this game, so I guess I'll have to talk about the not regular version of this game.
I'm a sucker for these 2D side-scrolling movie games. I like seeing how it's adapted from the movie into a format that really no one wants to play when given the choice. Let's be real, the majority of the population would rather play this than this.
But I'm not most people, am I? So, since it's the holiday season, and I'm trying to do all I can to hide from certain members of my family, let's go ahead and look at the Game Boy Advance version of the Spider-Man movie game.
Okay, so when you first turn on the game, you get whoa! An opening cinematic? With actual scenes from the actual movie? I was not expecting that in a Game Boy Advance game. Yes, it's pixelated. Yeah, it's kinda gross. But it's really cool that we get to see this on a Game Boy Advance. How rare is this for a Game Boy Advance game? I went back to look at a lot of different GBA movie tie-in games, just to see if they had an opening cinematic, with live-action footage from the movie it's a tie-in for. And I could only find 3 games. This game, Spider-Man 2, and The Lord of the Rings: Two Towers.
If there are any more like this, then please let me know in the comments below. But also keep in mind, I'm talking about live action stuff, not animated. But I'm sure those are pretty rare too.
How's the music in this game? Do they use a bitified version of Danny Elfman's score from the movie? Do they use a remixed version of the original Spider-Man theme like the PS1 game? What did Digital Eclipse deem worthy for the soundtrack of this game? Some generic mix of sounds and beats. It's not great. I mean, I don't like the Danny Elfman score as much as the next guy, but it would have been better than this. I don't understand. You can use actual movie footage for your game, but you can't use the actual music from the movie?
Hollywood politics are weird.
Did somebody say politics?
Oh no, it's Uncle Jepthah.
That's right. And you'll never guess what I read on Facebook about.
This is the worst thing about Thanksgiving.
And then and they kill and stick up into our brains. And that's why
Okay, that's horribly racist.
Yeah, it is. They should go back to where they came from.
Maybe you should join them.
What was that?
Nothing.
That a Spider-Man game you're playing?
Oh yeah. Talk about one of the greatest American heroes, right?
Spider-Man's a dirty commie.
That's not appropriate.
You know, I read an article on Facebook about that. Here, let me explain it to you in detail.
Anyway, after that whirlwind of an opening cinematic, we can finally get into the game. It doesn't open with a cinematic or any details about his uncle or how he was bit by a spider or any of that. If you want more info on this story, then just read the manual. Or read a comic book. Or just watch the movie. That's the entire reason this thing exists anyway. I learned the hard way. Wait, hold on a second. Need to get in the right spirit of it. I learned the hard way. With great power comes great responsibility. He said the thing! So I patrol the city and do what I can to keep people safe.
I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these cranberries.
While on patrol, Spider-Man encounters a group of thugs causing trouble. Okay, so what? They're just selling drugs? They're just loitering around? Rescue the hostages before time runs out. That's not where I thought that was going. To me, causing trouble is like saying there's some teenagers spray painting a playground or something.
Okay, boomer.
Hostages was the furthest thing from my mind. The game plays fine, I guess. You press A to jump and then again in mid-air to swing on your webs. But you've also gotta keep hitting A to continue swinging. B is punching, and the L button is for ranged web attack, and the R button is, whoa, a zip line to get to spots quicker than running. Speaking of running, why does Spider-Man run like this? Anyway, all you've got to do in this level is swing around and beat up the bad guys like Gambit here.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Or this gun-wielding pirate dude and save the hostages. Oh, it's a bunch of mothers with small children? That's darker than I thought this game would go. Uh-oh, there's weeping angels in here.
Your life could depend on this. Don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are fast, faster than you could believe. Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink.
Each level has a secret area, but I feel no incentive to find them. And considering how each level gives you 10 minutes to finish, I don't got time to go looking for no secrets. Your life is kept track by this red in the web in the corner here, which is cool, I guess, but it just makes me think that's how much blood he has. He's got radioactive blood. You can pick up these random gold spider things that do nothing in the short term, but if you collect them all, you unlock this armor upgrade that, oh no, it's Spider-Man 3! And you can also take pictures of Spider-Man. It's cool and an in-universe thing, and there's some unlockable incentive to them. But I don't care enough to unlock pictures from the movie. I have the movie. I just watched the movie. Why would I want these? I mean, I get that you would want this back when it first came out because the movie was still in theaters, but I have no real desire to collect all of them, which is saying something because I love collecting things in video games. This is not one of those things. Part of that is because you're given one opportunity each level to take each picture, but if you miss it, you miss it. I just have no personal desire to get these. I think I started to, and then I found out what it unlocked, and then I just didn't care. I still got them whenever I could, because the novelty of being Spider-Man taking pictures of yourself is a great idea, but not the collectible for me. There's also some cool realistic physics in this game where Spidey can cause property damage. I mean, shatter windows. It's for the good of the city. Even though this is supposed to be a game based on a movie, I love the comic book aesthetic. Like the speech bubbles and the onomatopoeias when you punch a bad guy. It's not an homage to the movies, but it's still fun. Okay, after you save the hostages, you then interrogate one of the goons.
Don't kill me, man! I'm not going to kill you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Spider-Man.
Hey, superheroes don't kill against union codes. So it turns out some goons were trying to blow up a perfectly good building, and we have to go in just to get back out. Why don't you make the mission for Spidey to stop the bomb or something? Why is the mission to get into the building just for the sake of getting out? It's a race against the clock level where you have to escape the collapsing building while fighting and avoiding the guys from Men in Black. I never did talk about the wall or ceiling crawling, but it's pretty much what you'd think it would be for this game. Also, it's a good way to cheese these secret agents and just punch them from where they can't reach. But it does get annoying. Sometimes Spidey just stays in the crawling position while on the floor, and it makes for some very awkward moments. There's also some bombs and electricity to avoid. And steam? Steam can hurt you?
Ugh. I lost a tooth!
There's also this maze part you gotta get through in air vents. You can take your time through it because the building knows you're there and it will stop falling for a second. Thanks, building.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
Then out of nowhere, you face the Vulture, a creepy bald-headed old guy that was not in the movies. All you've gotta do to beat him is just crawl up a wall, wait for him to fly up to you where you can just punch him to death. Yeah, that's right. No strategy, no pattern to figure out or avoid. Just spam the punch button.
That was easy.
Nothing happens after that. We just cut over to our main baddie, Norman Osborn, discussing how to capture Spider-Man for his evil project. And oh wow, we get a mini-game! Spider-Man swings through the city, stopping the... Well, never mind. You're actually supposed to stop these bombs while keeping in rhythm with Spidey's swings. I'm just bad at it. Jameson tells us something bad is happening at a lab, and I need to take pictures of it. But instead, Peter decides to dress up as Spider-Man and destroy some green gas barrels instead. It's for the good of the city. Next up, Kraven the Hunter. Kraven really needs to be in a Spider-Man movie. A Spider-Man movie. And he wants to play Five Nights at Freddy's with you. Keep the lights on so he doesn't disappear and attack you. When you've got the lights on and dodge his attacks and engage him in combat, again, just spam the punch button. It's that easy. Oh look, Daredevil's in the game. It's actually Shocker. And he's trying to destroy the subway tunnels, I think. He's doing something. Unbeknownst to Spidey, Shocker's simply a distraction to turn Spidey's attention away from Norman Osborn's evil. He's just standing there. Just standing there, just talking to his lackey. Evil! Navigate through the sewers and subway tunnels just to watch as Shocker gets away. Come on, Spidey, you could have stopped him. What are you doing?
You see, I told you, a dirty red commie.
Just because he's wearing red does not mean he's a commie.
He's wearing red? I didn't know I'm colorblind.
Could have fooled me.
New Facebook post coming up.
Anyway,
now we're at the train station where Shocker and his goons have taken hostages. It's the same as the first level, just with a different backdrop. No sense in changing and evolving the gameplay to make it more challenging, or maybe, just maybe, different. At least the boss levels have been different. Spidey finally catches up to Twinkie Man, who's not scared of Spider-Man. You just have to bring the ceiling down on him. Simple as that. Look, just don't eat me or nothing.
what did Spider-Man do in this video game universe where everybody thinks that he's gonna kill them?
Also, so much for not being scared of Spider-Man. Shocker tells Spidey who he's working for, and Spider-Man can't believe it. And neither can I. Spidey had a relationship with Norman Osborn in this game.
Speaking of relationships.
Oh no, not MrJepthah.
It is Thanksgiving, mister. Why aren't you out there socializing with your family?
Did someone say socialism?
No one said that. And these people are weird. Why would I want to celebrate my favorite day of the year with them?
Because, mister, this is your family. This is Thanksgiving. It's a time to be grateful for all that you have. And that includes your weird family members.
I already talked to Uncle Jepthah.
Okay. Well, thanks for sacrificing for the family.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not.
Peter Parker goes to Oscorp, where he sees two random people that we don't know or have any kind of relationship with, and the scientist who is working with Osborn that we actually know. Now we're introduced to the Green Goblin. For 1 second. Until we somehow learn that he's put bombs all over the place that we have to defuse, just like the gas barrels we had to destroy earlier!
Are you sensing a pattern here? This is just a copy and paste job by people who just had 1 week to finish this game. I presume. It's so boring and cookie cutter that I'm gonna...
Did somebody say cookie?
Go away, Grandma Jepthah!
Okay, mister.
Wait! Leave the cookies.
Time now to square off against the Goblin. And it's boring. All you have to do is literally wait for him to fly around back to you, and you can kick him in the face. There is nothing to this. Gotcha. Wait, what? How do you got her, Spider-Man? She's just standing there. Did the developers forget to animate her falling or something?
Thank goodness you are here. How can I ever repay you?
Gobby thinks Spider-Man's got a girlfriend, and he uses her as bait for Spider-Man to be captured by these robot things called HK units, which I assume stands for horse cholesterol, led by Scorpion, but I don't care. It's another linear level doing the same old thing where you punch things and they explode. Then you go up against Scorpion and, let me guess, punchy. Spider-Man uses his detective skills to put together that the robots were from Norman Osborn. Duh! Could Norman Osborn be behind the latest crime wave gripping the city? Are you serious, game?
I don't care if Spider-Man hasn't put all that together. I mean, as dumb as he is in this game. But to ask me that question is incredibly insulting. So much so that I think I'm gonna give this game the same level of respect that it's giving me. Come on, go ahead and just say the word. Say apple. Go ahead, say apple. Say apple. Apple. Go ahead, say it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to show this game what it's like to be treated like you're dumb, so I'm trying to get it to say apple. Go ahead. Say it. I know you can say it. I know. Go ahead. Apple. Apple.
Apple. Ha 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 ha.
I don't care. This game is still stupid.
Do spider things. Kill a robot spider, which was apparently Gobby's secret weapon. How are you planning on keeping that a secret? Do spider things, fight Kraven again, and it's easier this time. Do spider things, fight the Gobby until he dies himself. And you get the girl.
So, tell me something.
Sure, anything.
Now that Goblin and his cronies are behind bars...
What do you mean Goblin is behind bars? Did you see them fall?
And you've restored peace to the city. What are we going to do for our second date?
And this the end image reminds you that you just wasted a good chunk of your life playing the stupid game.
Yeah, this game wasn't great. The fingerprints of laziness or rushed development are all over this thing.
The plot in the regular console version isn't too great either, but they had to both kinda use the same outline, and these controls just weighed on me the further it went. The game length isn't so bad. You could easily beat it in an hour or so, but because most of the levels are the same, I don't see the need to have 11 levels in this game. But at least I'm not spending any more time on this thing.
It's bad, but at the end of the day, it is Spider-Man. Even when talking about those final levels, you still do Spider-Man things. And there were certainly moments of fun with those Spider-Man things. I love Spider-Man. And yeah, there are some things about Spider-Man that I'm annoyed with. There's
there's some members of my family that are kind of wild and out there too. So maybe they're not all bad, like Spider-Man. I wish this game was better, but I also wish I didn't waste all my time with this thing. Instead of playing this game on the Thanksgiving holiday, try to spend your time with your family and your friends and let them know how much they really mean to you and how thankful you are for them. And I should cherish the moments that I have with these other people on this very special holiday.
Mister, dinner's almost ready.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for watching and subscribing and liking and commenting. I've had a lot of fun making these videos in the last year, but this year is just about over, and I'm just getting started. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes. Uncle Jepthah is doing a presentation on the very first Thanksgiving, and he decided to dress up as Squanto.
And then they all went.
I take back what I said about spending time with your family. Certain members of your family. Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, it's the Thanksgiving movie. Shut your face, don't say anything else. Cause he's the Spider-Man. Look out! Spider-Man's the Thanksgiving movie.